I'm a fourth year. Oh my god, I forgot. Okay, sorry, can we do that again? Hi, my name is Sydney. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a dual degree student here at the UW.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I go by she, her, and I'm a senior in the architectural design major. And today we'll be showing you what it's like to be in UW architecture.
And we welcome you to the College of Built Environments.
Based here in Gould Hall. Oh my god.
Is that good? We all live in the built environments. These are the spaces where we reside, work, gather, and travel. Within the College of Built Environments, students and faculty collaborate to address some of the most critical questions about how humans shape and interact with the natural world.
The College of Built Environments at UW is uniquely interdisciplinary. It not only houses UW architecture, but also landscape architecture, construction management, real estate, and urban design and planning. Unified within an integrated academic structure, it reflects the interconnectedness nature of the industry.
We are now walking through the main entrance of Arc Hall. On the left, we have the construction management offices. On the right, we have more classrooms.
And behind these two double doors is an auditorium where large meetings and lectures are held.
Here on the third floor, we have studio spaces, a central common space, and an exhibition space as well.
Behind me is the fishbowl or glass kit, which stands for glass casket.
As part of the building's remodel by Thomas Hacker and Associates, this glass exhibition and review space was added.
And it is also used as a working and meeting space for students as well. But look at all the exterior brick and cornice that they left on the building.
So cool.
Here at the basement is where most of the studios are, and we also have communal spaces for master students to work on their thesis.
And we also have ArcNet. Okay. So in ArcNet we have plotters, printers, and a laser cutter available. We also have a student assistant that is here to help with troubleshooting, and ArcNet is available 24/7 for students with keycard access.
Before we send you guys off to Gould Hall, we have some fun facts about Architecture Hall. The building holds historical significance as one of the few surviving buildings from the 1909 Alaska-Yukon Pacific Exposition, serving as the Palace of Fine Arts. This building wasn't always the Department of Architecture.
It was originally occupied by the Department of Chemistry and was named Bagley Hall. Then it was Physiology Hall. After the Department of Physiology moved into another building, the Department of Architecture occupied the remaining spaces, and the building was renamed Architecture Hall in 1950. And that concludes our tour of Arc Hall. We're going to pass you guys off to David and Alex in Gould now.
Oh, and it's 1:30. Looks like we have to head back to studio. I'll see you later.
See you later.
I'm Alexandra Fernandez. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm an architecture studies major.
Hey, I'm David Asokechi. I'm in my first year of the 2-year MAC program. And welcome to Gould Hall. Gould Hall is named after Carl F. Gould. He was the founder and one of the first chairs for the Department of Architecture. Gould Hall was also constructed in 1971. The design of Gould was done by a collaborative team headed by June Zima and UW Architecture faculty.
Gould Hall is one of a handful of brutalist buildings constructed in the 1960s on campus. Let's go in. The building is defined by cast-in-place concrete with cantilevered walkways where the classrooms, studios, and offices are located. The S-shaped stairs that pierces through the heart of the building is something you cannot miss. It's very iconic.
Another thing that's iconic about Gould Hall is this wood court, which we call Gould Court. Although it seems empty right now, it's actually hosted a lot of events, including lectures, panels, exhibitions, reviews, and also a football watch party. And my favorite, happy hour.
Beside classrooms, we have the Bus Cafe, where student baristas can serve you with coffee, hot chocolate, snacks, and other forms of sustenance. We have seating and tables where you can dine, or you can work on your projects, or overdo ones.
And this is the Fab Lab. short for Fabrication Lab, is where students can explore woodworking, metalworking, or digital fabrication. It's also free to all CBE students with help from shop staff, which includes students and working professionals. And after receiving training at the beginning of the quarter, students have access to power tools in the wood shop or in the metal shop. Students also have access to free scrap for using for their project. And over next door is the metal shop. And as you walk through the metal shop, you find the digital hub. This is a classroom where students learn digital fabrications. And as you can see, we have 3D printers. Behind me, we have a laser code called Big Red, and we also have a giant CNC machine. Look at all these cool products made in the Fab Lab. And on the first floor, we have Gould Gallery, which holds a lot of exhibitions. Currently, we're holding the exhibition on the life and work of Benjamin McAdoo, the first licensed Black architect in Washington State.
Up one level to the second floor, we have the Landscape Architecture Department and the CBE Library Branch. And here you can find books and resources. They also have models and furniture on display. On this floor, you can also find additional laser cutting machines. On the third and top level, we have the Urban Planning and Design Department. We also have the skylight, which fills the building with natural lighting. It is beautiful, especially during a beautiful day like today. We also get a bird's eye view of Gould Court, which is breathtaking.
And we have one more level to go through.
The basement level.
And in the basement level, we have the digital commons, we have the photo lab, and we also have the lighting lab. And this is the digital commons. The digital commons is similar to ArcNet, but much, much bigger. It's also available for meeting spots or studying spots. And as you can see here, all those PCs and computers are available to students 24/7 for all the programs that your laptops might not be able to handle, aka Lumion, Revit, Rhino, Photoshop Illustrator, 100 layers. You know how it feels, speaking from personal experience.
It's the photo and lighting lab, which are right next to each other and available to students during certain hours. The photo lab and lighting studio houses a traditional film darkroom. There's also a studio space where students can use lighting and photograph their own models, furniture, and other works. Go ahead, take a look. During regular university operations, lighting studio staff are here available to help you to shoot and light your items with your personal device. That's it from us. We have to head back to the studio now, so we'll see you there.
See you there. I need another Adele song.
Yeah, so I'm Faith, senior in the architectural design program.
My name is Vincent Rogojos, a first year on the 3-year track at the Masters of Architecture.
I'm David Asokeji, my first year of the 2-year AMAC program.
My name is Warren Phillips, senior in the architecture design program.
I'm Bella Septianti, second-year student for Master of Science in Architecture Design Technology.
Is Vaughn, third-year architectural studies, minor in construction management.
My name is Sydney, a fourth year, a dual degree program with architectural design and construction management.
My name is Malia, my third year architectural design.
My name is Hannah, senior architectural design major.
My name is Alexandra Fernandez, sophomore. My intended major is architectural studies.
My name is Julia Soseda, the second year of the 3-year MArch program.
This is Davian Graham, my second year of my 4-year dual degree program, Masters of Architecture, a Masters of Landscape Architecture.
I'm a transfer student.
Transferred here from Clark College. I got my associate's degree in architectural drafting.
An international student from Nigeria.
From Indonesia.
An out-of-state student.
From Honolulu, Hawaii.
From Nevada.
In California. I actually got my bachelor's here at the UW Architectural Studies with a concentration on sustainable technologies.
My bachelor's degree in architecture at Universitas Indonesia.
Bachelor's in accounting, Brockhurst University in Kansas City.
Bachelor of Architecture at the University of Idaho in Moscow.
And forestry from Michigan State University.
The interdisciplinary learning environments.
It's really collaborative, really interdisciplinary across the department within the CBE.
The program here aligned perfectly with my goals.
I really wanted to study here in Seattle as we have an interesting and diverse history of architecture.
Of the dual degree program.
Double master's degree program.
I was really interested in learning how architectural design and construction management come together.
And its specialization in sustainable urban ecological design.
And I also wanted to increase my opportunities after school.
Emphasis on sustainable design. Funny enough, I wanted to get away from California. That's a great question.
Decided to pick a site that's on a pier. I have a cool model that I'm working on right now that uses glycerin soap to represent the water. We started off a lot of modeling, 20 maquettes, which are these like silly, quick models.
Mental wellness retreat, fire watch towers as a precedent, and I'm currently working on my rhino model, what the structure will look like. I've been analyzing the landscape. My process has been a lot of iterations and studying with trace paper. How can we make things come together and work, engage with the ground, how the creek moves along clear-cut, forested space that's still existing upon the site.
On a multi-use residential building with community spaces for the East African Community Services in Rainier Beach. We did a lot of group collaboration, kind of meet every studio, talk about our design.
For Furniture Studio, I decided to make a coffee table. The wood I'm using is actually from a fallen tree on campus, and I think the whole process has just been really interesting and fun.
My name is Steve Withercombe. I teach the Furniture Studios, and we teach students how to process materials, use heavy equipment safely, productively, promote unique designs, something that typically isn't made before. Students have access to a wide variety of tools. We have table saws, large joiners, planers, CNC. Students typically in the course can use any of these tools to help create these designs that they're making. We work very specifically one-on-one with students as each student gets the opportunity to design and make their own piece. And by the end of the quarter, they have a whole nother language that they get to use, and they have an understanding of what something in full scale feels like and looks like.
My thesis is adapting low-income public housings in Indonesia through climate-responsive and community-focused design. So I did a literature review for my research, and then climate analysis, case studies, and running energy simulations. After that, I will apply all of the results for propose like a new design.
Coming from a non-architecture background, everything was pretty much new to me.
I didn't really know design software, so being able to learn hands-on has been a great help to my ability to represent ideas.
Besides that, it's in helping with your communication skills. Through presentations, you have those opportunities, not just for public speaking, but also
learning how to communicate my ideas thoroughly.
You have to deliver a quarter-long project within just 5 minutes.
Participating in student organizations, I was really able to learn interpersonal skills and communication skills.
Gained model making for sure, and just a general knowledge of architecture. Before I had a degree in forestry, so I didn't really know much about design. I only knew about like a single line weight. Didn't really know how thick walls needed to be. I've learned pretty much everything.
Through my film photography class, taught me to observe my surrounding environment with a new perspective.
Something really unexpected for me was how much I would enjoy studio. It's been really inspirational. We often do stops in each other's tables and see who's working on what. Who knows, maybe what someone else is doing is what leads you to the next big idea that you have.
There's a lot of positivity involved, learning from not just your professors, but also I learned so much just from my cohort themselves.
I could come in at any hour of the day and there is somebody in studio just hanging out.
You can just turn around to your neighbor.
Be social while I work. I have a lot of late nights here. Don't recommend, but those have been kind of really fun.
And I've met some of my closest friends for being in studio. It's definitely a great place to be in.
If you need something, everyone is more than happy to lend you a hand.
It's great to know that we have this space available for us 24/7. It's a safe space to work from. Our call is keycard access, and so are the studios.
The laser cutters, which we have 24/7 access to, which really helps with those late night models. It's also free.
The library that we have is amazing in the college of built environments. I've been able to get inspiration from books up there.
Library at the CBE. Favorite place to study, working on my research, and also assessing resources like books that I need for my research.
So hands down, the Fab Lab is one of my best resources. I was able to get help from the Fab Lab faculty in building my detailed model Lolam column that is connected to a steel beam, CLT panels in between the steel beams.
It's a photo lab to develop my film rolls.
I use a 3D printer, model making, other times for personal projects.
Another place I frequent is the IMA, or the Intramural Activity Building, which is a UW facility. It is accessible to all UW students. The membership is included in your tuition, so you might as well use it.
The UW architecture community is very connected in Seattle, and Seattle has a very large amount of architecture firms.
When we planned the Beaux Arts Ball with AIS, staying in Gould Court till like 3 a.m. just decorating for it. See people like really enjoying the atmosphere. It's probably the most fun I've ever had.
Just like walking around UW, I'm surrounded by historical landmarks.
Kind of a good way of seeing like a physical representation of the type of work I'd like to do.
In the springtime and seeing the cherry blossoms.
Across Rainier Vista, and you get a glimpse of Mount Rainier, which is stunning, and I still can't get over of how beautiful it is.
Come to Happy Hour. It's the best. A place to really distress after a week of studies.
Every other Friday.
Connect with other students outside your cohort.
Meet other people in the other programs.
Late night studio hours that you get with your friends. Probably the most unique experience that I don't think you get in any other major. The most creative and just wild time you can have.
I am a nerd for architecture, and I apologize for that.
Member of the student council.
Hoping to join Somos.
I'm interested to join International Student Affinity Group.
CBE Student Advisory Council.
AIS.
NOMAS.
National Organization of Minority Architecture Students.
I'll give 2 examples. I worked off campus. When I first got here, I worked as a student cook at Seattle University. That was horrible balance. You're not in your life work at a place that requires you to take a bus and a train just to get there. Especially in studio. Working on campus, I work for the Fabrication Lab. I also work for the facilities, and I've worked as a TA. For those particular roles, I'd say it's pretty good to balance it. They usually work with my schedule. The pay is pretty nice, and I learn a lot in all those positions. Different things from each one.
The internship at a small architecture office, a reader-grader for an architectural history class, and barista at The Buzz, which is a coffee shop here. And visit the coffee shop because it's actually probably the cheapest coffee you're gonna find here in Seattle.
Yeah, it took time. I mean, when I first got here, I don't think I could have held a job and also learned architecture. I tried to, but my mental health was taking a little bit of a... Eventually you learn the balance. Some people haven't, some people do. It's kind of a personal, case-by-case basis.
It's kind of hard balancing all 3 because of how rigorous studio is. You're here from 1 to 5, which is a lot of your day, and oftentimes that gets in the way of your social life. But because of the professors here at the UW, it's been a little less stressful, in my opinion. They very much encourage us to not only have life outside the studio, they also understand that sometimes life gets in the way. They help, or at least assist us to make our project the best it can be.
Ready? Okay, what's my line again?
It was really exciting to see what my peers and my friends had to show. They were really proud of the work, and this wraps up our tour, huh? We checked out Architecture Hall, Gould Hall, and all the resources UW has to offer. So, go ahead and check out our website or social media for more information. And what else, David?
Once again, welcoming you to the College of Built Environment, and we hope to see you around campus soon.
Bye!
I'm not listening to you, and I don't notice you, and I'm so busy because I'm cool and amazing.
You shoot your work with your own personal device. Got it?
Yeah, I'm being like as professional as possible, to be completely honest.
I respect that. Yeah, sorry, I'll be done in a minute.
It's very dirty, and I like it that way. It helps my process.
That sounds like a cult, but I swear it's not.
What am I? What's our title? What's our title? Student assistant?
Organization Minority of Minority. It's a long ass name.